Welcome to Saltmarsh, a small fishing town in the kingdom of Kaeland. The citizens of Saltmarsh are just nice, totally normal, salt-of-the-earth type people. If you're in the mood for libations, head on over to the Snap and Line for some refreshing lobster claw wine. More in the market for new armaments? The Dwarven Anvil can take care of all your plate mail bikini needs. Or, if you want to take out a vicious burrito smuggling gang, then you can hire this ragtag menagerie of adventurers to help you out. So, what happens when an owl, a horse, a turtle, a frog, and an elf walk into a bar? Well, why don't you stick around and find out?
Honk, 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 honk.
Oh.
Honk, 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 honk.
I'm sorry, I just saw that Matt finished off Lena's test with pickle, and it just made me laugh.
I'm also... Did anyone change? All the cameras are in the wrong position.
What?
Did
I
I?
didn't
don't think so.
do anything.
I think so. My name's the same.
Joel, maybe?
It's no,
It looks
mine's
like-
the same.
No, yours
No,
is the same, Jim.
those are separate Unicodes, probably. Don't worry,
Oh,
I will
they
fix
are.
the cameras.
Oh.
We are,
I
not
thought you fixed them last time.
we are not the people that we nameplates currently suggest we are, but hello and welcome to
I could be.
AlphaGo Presents The Goats of Saltmarsh. Welcome back, Monty. Sorry. I was like,
Hi.
trailer ended. I need to go live.
It's totally fine. Literally, someone was turning around in our driveway, and my dog went psycho.
Son of a bitch.
But
How dare they?
Hello and welcome to AlphaGo Present The Goats of Saltmarsh. My name's Galway, and I'm one of the founders of AlphaGo Gaming, a small independent game design and game content creation community. Before we get started, and I turn things over to our lovely Jean, Rachel, who is in the correct slot. I'm in the correct slot. Andy's in the correct slot.
It's
That's
all
it.
Joel's fault.
It's always my fault.
I'm Dunlum.
Oh God, we could just go with this. We could go with the scrambler, and we all have to play each other's characters.
Who am I? I can't
I
see
like
it.
mushrooms.
You're Gunk.
I can be Gunk.
Do you want to have some mushrooms?
I could be Dunlum.
Okay. All right. Well,
I
this
forget
may
how
be,
he talks.
This may be a emerging storytelling component that we're going with, but we'll sort that out on the back end of this. Before we get started, a couple of quick announcements. As I mentioned, AlphaGo Gaming, small independent game design and game content creation community. If you'd like to join that community, or at least the hub thereof, !Discord in the chat gets you a link to join our Discord. We do game days, movie nights. Rachel reads to us. We do internal streams. We do all kinds of stuff. Exclamation point Discord. Get the link. Come hang out with us. Coming up for the rest of this week, I believe it's a light week on programming. The only other thing we have coming up is Spire on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I believe that is correct. Rachel, confirm, deny.
I believe so.
It's
Also
at least
hasn't
planned
been
for it.
fully
That's all I was
confirmed
looking
yet.
for. I've occasionally said that it was happening on weeks when it definitely wasn't. Yeah, so we have that coming up, and then next week we will have on Tuesday Tier a Simple Job, on Thursday Spire, and on Friday Goats and Dragons: The Fates of Rin.
Saturday, we also have Monster of the Week.
Saturday,
Yeah, this Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday.
Coming
We
up,
have Monster of the Week.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. This
I
Saturday
remember
we have
that.
Monster of the Week, and that's at 3 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
I believe so. 2:45. But probably 3. We probably probably 3.
It says 2:45, but
Yeah, we'll say 3. Probably 2:45 is when we should get on. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, we'll say 3.
2:45 is okay to say also.
we refuse.
I just need to know at some point.
On the calendar where Sam put it in, it says 3.
Okay.
Oh wait, if you had
But
to
I don't know.
estimate, How much more talking do you have to do?
Do you have enough time for Rachel to get a snack? Is what she's.
Yes, because Rachel forgot to eat since lunch, and it's going poorly.
Let's go.
Okay.
Off you go.
I'm sorry. I'm
Rachel,
mad.
get food.
I will keep the people entertained.
It's okay. I can be Rachel again.
Oh Lord.
I was a good Rachel.
I've entirely forgotten where I was. I'm already incredibly
We were talking about the
exhausted.
programming for the week and
Okay,
how
yes, that was
even the
shambolic.
players don't actually know what time
Sorry,
it's at.
everybody.
Your Saturday.
Besides that, if you would like to get much better announcements about all of this programming and when it is, and maybe the most accurate announcement of all, when we freaking go live, you can follow us on twitch.tv/helpfulgoat. Totally free, lets you get notified when we go live. If you like what we are doing and would like us to do more of it, or if you'd like to throw us some cash so that, you know, we do this better, maybe? There's a bunch of ways you can do that. You can sub to us on Twitch. You can sub for free with Twitch Prime if you have Amazon Prime. You can use !coffee, KO-FI, in the chat in order to donate to us directly. And if you would like some merch to go with your donation to us, !merch to go to our shop. Currently in the store, we have a whole series of stickers from our Halloween content. Those are in the shop for one more week.
Nice.
They're limited time items. Besides that, we have Chelsea's art of Mikek Tumbledown from Dom and Dragons in as our artist highlight series. There will be some stuff coming out real soon for Tier A Simple. So, merch gets you the link to check all of that out. Besides this, the important command, !donate, which is just going to keep rolling on through so it gets a full month from October 11th. That is my excuse. Don't call me on it.
They're also very important things.
They're also extremely important causes.
And we had 2 of them, which should span 2 months.
Back on October 11th, it was both Indigenous Peoples Day and International Coming Out Day, and to celebrate that, we have 2 charities up. First Nations Development Institute and the Trevor Project. The first benefits First Nation, Indigenous people, Native American causes through advocacy, legal work, cultural services, and more. And the Trevor Project benefits LGBT with, again, advocacy, lots of counseling services, information, various other forms of charitable support. As always, we encourage you to look for a local charity to donate if either of these causes strike your fancy, like something you want to support, because donating to a local charity is always going to be an incredibly impactful. Charities have a harder time fundraising than large nationals, and often they are going to be doing more direct work in your community. So, I encourage you to go ahead and do that if you have the time, the resources.
Turning that over to me because I'm Rachel.
I mean, you're not. Currently, the cat tree is Rachel.
I'm Rachel because I said I'm Rachel.
That's hard to argue with.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with saying that she is, because I need to rearrange a whole bunch of goddamn cameras. So I'm going to turn it over to the puppet regime of Rachel, Lena.
Puppet regime. I'm the only real Rachel.
Rachel, be kind to
introduce
us.
yourselves, people. I'm Rachel. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm your GM. And also, I'm Lena, playing Ocean Blue, the Sea Elf Paladin, and Lena and Ocean's pronouns are also she, her, hers. And I'm gonna pass it. Oh shit, where am I on this fucking overlay?
You're not in the
Moving
right spot
currently. I'm just gonna pass it to Andy, wherever he is in relation to me. Andy.
Thank you. Yeah, that's me. I'm Andrew Gilbert. And tonight I play Baz Wilford, the Arakocra wizard. And both me and Baz is pronouns. That's really good English. Our pronouns are he, him, his. And I'm going to pass it to Joel, wherever Joel is.
Across the screen is where Joel is. Hi, I'm Joel. He, him, his. Playing Dunlum, the Turtle Cleric. Also he, him, his. And I was Lena for a little bit. I forget if Galway actually introduced. We could also pass it
I'm back.
that way.
Did everybody introduce themselves?
No, we haven't gotten
introduced
through
you
that yet.
And Lena.
Oh, you're just doing things. Fair.
Yeah, we're just doing.
I am very sorry for that.
You're good.
I'm at the point right now in all of this where I don't know that I'll need food until suddenly it's like, eat, you dumb bitch, or I'll kill you.
Jesus Christ,
So-
Rachel.
It's intense, okay? I was feeling sick, and then we started
Monster,
screaming.
please
It was like,
introduce
your stomach is empty, you monster. Why are you doing this? So,
Feed me.
yeah. So
we're
I
up to-
got
Sorry.
chips and dip. Eric roasted some delicata squash. And then I have some marinated mozzarella balls and a white chocolate Reese's pumpkin.
This
This
sounds
is a
like a fucking
well-balanced meal.
feast. I want your food.
Push them all together.
Yeah, all of them at once.
Thank
Don't
you
do
very
that.
much for not being mad at me for needing to read
You're
Totally good.
that.
I think
I think we're up to
passing
Monty. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the easy way of,
Sure.
which is across the screen, but
Yeah, I'm Monty. I use they, them pronouns. I'm gonna be Gunk, the Grung Ranger, who also uses they, them, or he, him pronouns. And I'm gonna go that way around Galway, I think.
yes, that works. Assuming that the pass can in fact orbit the world. As I mentioned, my name's Galway. My pronouns are he, him, his. And I'm playing Virgil Mondragon, the Centaur Barbarian, whose pronouns are also he, him, his. And with that, I will pass it over to our DM, Rachel. Whether Lena or Rachel responds, who the hell knows? I have no responsibility for this.
Probably both of us, but you
I
know.
already introduced Rachel myself.
There you go. So
So-
then Lena's already told you who we are. So I'll just assume that it was nice and respectful.
It
And-
was.
I described her as the puppet regime of Rachel.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, we do have a poem courtesy of Chelsea.
Yeah. It's weird that Chelsea's not here. Chelsea, we miss you. I know you'll be listening to this
Yeah.
But thank you for doing the
soon.
poem.
Who would like to read the Pelsey Choem?
Kelsey Chom.
The Choem.
I didn't want to do it last time because mask. I can do it this time.
Give us a Choem.
Yes, here we go. Monstrous carnivals visited and spectral horsemen were fought. New toys have been acquired as the Menagerie sails on toward the plot. No doubt with more creatures, cultists and mayhem so delightfully absurd. Quests with high rewards and no skeletons, ballistas, or biting are preferred. Back to saving the world, cheese plates, mushrooms, and everything in between. Much love, Saltmarsh crew, you are heard and seen.
Lovely.
Ooh,
Thank you,
delightful.
Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Also,
So,
enjoy this in the VOD because this entire introduction sequence has been big.
what? So I'm going to ask you in your recap to do 3 things. So you can recap the Halloween 2-part that we did,
Okay.
fighting Swashbucklebod Crane and going to the Monster Carnival. But it is also important that we recap whatever the fuck you did before that, because that's what's going to actually have implications in this game. So what happened at the Sahuagin base?
All right, yeah,
s-
starting all the way back there. We split up. I remember that.
Yeah. Gunk and
Mhm.
Baz went up to the
Yep.
main entrance of this place and knocked on the front door. And were let in, and then through a whole bunch of deception rolls and persuasions, made our way to the King Sahuagin and learned a lot about his forces and his
The
intent.
Baron.
The Baron,
He's a
if you will. Indeed. And Gunk rode a shark
Mhm.
and
Sure
pretended
did.
to be my child.
Mm-hmm.
And it was delightful. So
Your
we learned a
child, who
lot.
we should remember, based on the lies that you told that succeeded, was young
Yeah.
enough to be pre-verbal,
Yep.
but also was capable of wielding magic and a longbow. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We start him young.
the
Yep.
3
Yep.
tanks, meanwhile, did not go knock on the front door and challenge a dude to a 1v1. They
That's true, we
stealthed
didn't.
in. I'm sorry, the 3 tanks and 2 healers. Let's really just underline this. They went on the stealth mission. We swam around because we knew that part of the base was underwater. So to check to make sure that there weren't any secret ways out. There were, in fact, 2. One led into a room with what could only be described as a whole bunch of enemies. We didn't go into that one. We left. Then the other side led into the back of the sort of holding area for prisoners. We have dubbed it, the first cell we found was the Geel, because it was the jail for the eel, which had died in captivity. Trevor.
I scooped up some of the dead eel to keep also.
Rip
Yeah,
Trevor.
you sure did. Just sort of scooped it up. Handfuls.
Yeah.
We discovered Trevor's former owner / companion, who was distraught and promptly fucked off, so I have not bothered to remember their name.
Borgus Belogatha, however you say that voice.
Yeah.
Did you just say that the person was Orcus?
Borgus.
Oh God,
I
I was
thought.
like, the prisoner was not Orcus. I promise you.
freed
How do you know?
We freed Orcus. Wah,
Could
wah.
have been disguise.
Oh no, you've already figured out my twist.
We also freed Ish and his sea lion, which is not like a thing that you would go see on a pier in San Francisco. It's like a lion quantified. Thanks, D&D. That was
Who?
not
I think her name was Gertrude.
Sure.
Geraldine.
Geraldine.
God, I'm the fucking DM. I should take notes, huh?
Then we snuck a little bit further through. We found sort of a training area where they seemed to be sort of practicing. I will say, like, in terms of what specifically we know, I remember that we said, like, with both the big entrance that had a ton of them and with that training area, we, like, tried to kind of get a sense of how many there were, but we didn't, like, try to go around the screen counting them. Then we snuck along, almost got discovered by guard sharks. Garks, if you will. And
I won't.
Or shards.
Shards. That's good.
Snuck the hell back out because all we found was like another staircase up and an empty storeroom that didn't seem like it would be that useful. Rachel was very upset that she did not get to sick guard sharks on us. Shards. And
Sure.
then we sort of examined, there wasn't really anything else of interest except for some more guards hanging out, and then we got the hell out of there. Then shit got weird.
Yeah, then shit got weird.
You could just be brief about the Halloween stuff and like the things you got if you want.
We discovered that the different holidays seem to have different patrons who are all a family,
And are all sky pirates.
who are all sky pirates of some kind, and who very much hold a grudge against us for killing them as we go. And we also found
Holidays are
ourselves in
important to
the
family.
yeah. We also found ourselves at the Monster Carnival, where we were able to win or buy a bunch of really cool shit. And we found ourselves back on our boat with a new snake friend and some snake plushies,
Mm-hmm.
And some
and
plastic
some-
snakes.
some plastic snakes, and also some badass wands
And some
yeah,
hair.
and now
and some potion.
Virgil
Really?
has a pet snake named Dante that now has heterochromia,
Mm-hmm.
and Gunk has partial heterochromia,
Mm-hmm.
and Baz has Fabio hair.
I do have
Owl
Fabio
with
hair
beautiful Fabio hair.
now, which is
And we
weird,
have
but I'm
lots
definitely
of wands.
good.
Yes, Matt, there was also a fart wand, but it hasn't been used successfully yet, I don't think.
No, I'm sure we lost that. I don't know who has that one.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
I'm also going to put all my hair up into a ponytail.
Oh.
Like
So
a
if you don't
high,
mind
like
redoing the art,
Do you mean
Munchie,
like
that'd
you're
be
going to put it in a man bun, or?
No,
which
no,
is just a bun,
straight up
but it has the
ponytail.
word man in front of it.
And I'll let it down on occasions.
Of course.
I'm getting used to hair.
Yeah, so you, arrive back on the boat. You land gently. And it is the middle of the night, and there is no fog around you anymore.
Yes.
I think we should go talk to the council because they said that they would listen to me about the coming bad things. They'd put me on the schedule as soon as we came back with information. And I don't think they're sleeping right now, so we should go.
Pretty sure that's not what they said.
I think it was pretty close. They certainly suggested that when you come back after doing all of this very dangerous work, that they'd listen to you. I am very, very happy to assist you in that. However, now I need to go to bed.
No, we need to go talk to the council.
Yes,
it's
but
urgent.
we can go to bed because it's going to take a little bit, I think, to get there because we're still in the ocean.
Also, you realize that we don't actually, sail the ship. That's not really a thing that most of us do.
Right.
I'm gonna go talk to the crew about.
Good luck.
Us getting
Please
back
do.
really fast. I'm gonna go talk to the crew.
Virgil's gonna go rummage on a very high up shelf, and pull out emergency cheese plate, and wander back to his room with Dante, pajamas on, and desperately try to forget that not an hour ago he was suddenly 90.
Oh yeah, you're no longer old. You just had to give up a lot
As
of
old.
blood.
Someone goes into the kitchen and grabs the emergency bourbon, then heads down to his room.
Yeah.
No one told me about these emergency stores we have.
An emergency bourbon, emergency cheese plate.
What more could you need?
I want emergency crackers, but I didn't provide them. To bed I go.
All right. So you don't see the crew around on deck.
But who's boating the ship then?
Well, it's nighttime, so the ship is just kind of
Floating.
floating. Yeah.
We
I'm
shouldn't
gonna
do
go
that.
wake the crew up because somebody should definitely be in charge of the ship at night.
They are very mad at you for waking them up. Because
Hi.
that's just not how the crew does things. And hold on.
Oh no.
Hi. We can't. Somebody needs to be boating the ship at night, otherwise it could sink. And also, we need to get back to Saltmarsh post haste.
Nine, I'm very busy right now, but come back later, we shall dance.
And he
No.
closes the door in your face and goes back to sleep.
I'm gonna go talk to a
Aw.
different
The
crew.
mat lines. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shut-
what?
Hi. Somebody needs to boat because we need to get back to Saltmarsh.
Sorry, can't talk right now. Just busy making shirts.
Making what?
And he goes, then turns around and stops facing you.
Making what?
And you just hear loud snores.
Shirts?
Matt says the crew is union and they have specific hours that they work.
Fine. I'll wait till morning.
We should at least drop anchor or something.
Are we just
Fine. The crew knows what they're
We're just
doing.
drift.
Okay, you said
Why?
just floating. I thought.
Yeah, we're just floating
You'll
there.
just
Fine.
float when you drop anchor as well. The ship is still floating.
I mean, I guess it's
Floating
Sir.
versus
technically.
drifting. Important.
I know maritime stuff very well.
I don't think you can drop anchor in the middle of the really deep
I don't think you
ocean.
can either, Lena. I think
Surely
that
we're
it's
not-
probably real fucking deep. Where
I think
you are.
people boat through the night usually, Rachel.
Yeah, you're.
We got Jonathan. Jonathan the parrot is manning the boat. It's fine.
Was that
he's
the
got
parrot's
it.
name?
Yeah, it was
his
originally
real name.
Kappa, and then I talked to him and he said his preferred name was Jonathan and his pronouns were he.
Glad somebody writes this fucking down.
I didn't write it down, I just
Oh, okay. And Matt says Jonathan Livingston Siegel. Thanks, Matt.
Yep.
Yeah, so you all eventually settle down for the night. I'm assuming. I'm not saying it for you. I don't.
Except for
was-
Ocean, who has a crisis about floating on the water.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that Ocean is the only one who is trying to do anything else. Virgil's just snack, pajamas, sleep.
I mean,
Yep.
Lena, I have plenty of other crew for you to talk to if you want to.
I just don't understand how we're not just drifting aimlessly on the open ocean.
Because the crew is
Jonathan!
very good at what they do.
The parrot is there. He knows
Yeah,
what he's
Jonathan
doing.
knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I would assume we've stayed somewhat close to shore so that we can drop anchor
Absolutely not.
and not just going into the middle of the ocean away from either Saltmarsh or the place we just came from. But
No, you're
Okay.
a mess.
then we'll have to fire
The
our
crew knows what it's doing, and the black mold is taken care of. I
Fine.
promise.
I'll go to bed.
I trust the crew. I don't trust Rachel.
Right.
That's fair. Why would you trust the crew? They're voiced by Matt.
Matt's very trustworthy.
That's fair. He is, but still. Okay,
Oh,
so you
dear.
all get a long rest.
Yay.
Baz doesn't die.
Whew.
And neither does Virgil, because I think that he lost half his, or a lot of hit points.
Yep.
Yeah. And you can wake up whenever you want to, and Kish is hanging out, talking to Geraldine over the side of the boat, and the crew is doing their work, and you can tell by where you're sailing that you'll be at Saltmarsh sometime today.
Virgil's just gonna sort of wander out, still in pajamas, go get coffee.
So what exactly did we find out? They wanted us to know how many things there were, when they were ready. Did anyone actually take a note of any of that? I was kind of just riding shocks and following
I took
Baz
note
around.
of what we were supposed to note, but not actually what we saw.
I also did that.
Yeah, so the
We're in the
number
same
of-
boat.
The total number of forces is one of the things they wanted to, and I feel like
And I told you that I would fill that in.
yeah,
that
the,
you
like the
didn't
tank
Yeah,
group had a
we-
pretty good idea of that. We seem to
Yeah,
have found
got
most
that.
of like their army training and like deployment areas. Key figures, which I think that the upstairs crew did a pretty good job of.
Yeah.
Major traps or like other defenses.
Yeah, significant defenses, yeah.
Which is mostly the fact that like half the shit is underwater. Is a pretty big one when it comes to the people of Saltmarsh helping. There did seem to be lots of like guards secreted around areas. The like entire layout is pretty twisty turny, and it's very split level to level. And then the last one was like secret ways in or out, or like no, readiness of forces, and they seem to be pretty fucking from what we discovered.
Yeah. They also partnered up with Lokatha, and I think there was one other. Maybe not. Maybe just them.
No, they had captured a Lakatha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there was any
Okay.
They got
alliance
sharks.
there.
They got sharks.
Yeah,
for
they
days.
do.
Definitely. Sharks. Sharks for days. Cool. Good. I think we got a lot of information.
Yeah. Did you want to do or talk about anything while you are on your way to Saltmarsh before you arrive?
Dunlop wakes up in the morning, grabs a coffee, sitting down to breakfast or whatever, but is nose deep in a book. Nose deep in a
Unusual.
nunchuck book.
Oh,
Baz will head over to Dunlum Dunham, lad, what are you reading this fine morning?
Well, it's the book that you gave me, and it's
Lovely.
I might be reading a lot of chapters. Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed, of course, yes. I was wondering if I might speak with you about a matter that is concerning me that, well, the rest of our friends don't exactly know a lot about.
Dunlop kind of looks left, right. Are there other people around, or is it just? I don't know.
I think that you could be in a, it's not a super crowded ship.
Yeah.
I'm essentially training
Kind of
with Ish. I'm mostly just slapping him.
Someone kind of motions
I'm
toward the
just
kitchen.
watching. Dunham, yes. Well, I've where to begin? I have a friend, that I knew was a professor with me at the university, and took a little time off, but never returned from his sabbatical. This was a very, very close, dear friend of mine, and I didn't think that they would simply up and leave without saying goodbye. And part of the reason I came to Saltmarsh in the first place was to see if I might find this person. They were lizard folk, and I looked very, very closely when we met the lizard folk, and he wasn't there, and I had an inkling from the lizard folk queen that he had maybe been taken capture by the Swagan, so I perhaps was a little bit reckless in my pursuit of this. However, he wasn't necessarily in the prison area, and it seems perhaps like he was acting like a translator for the Swagan. And I don't exactly know what to make of this, and I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation, but the more I hunt down this friend, the more I'm wondering if he just left and didn't say goodbye. You know what I mean? Maybe our relationship was not exactly what I thought it was, and perhaps I should learn to accept that. However, if you happen to come across a lizard folk in the upcoming battle, I don't even know if we'll be a part of it, but it seems like we'll get roped into it somehow. Maybe don't swing as hard at that one.
I can certainly do that.
Maybe it wouldn't be bad if he made it through the battle. I know you can't do much, but I know you are a healer of great renown, and if I could speak with him again someday, it would be very good. And I'll kind of give him a description of what Montague Blaine looked like.
I mean, if he dies and you get me within a minute, I can bring him back. Assuming that we're not talking about him dying, certainly.
Sure.
Have a look out for that. It's strange to say, Baz, but I actually greatly relate having someone in your past that kind of just ups and leaves, and then just don't hear anything for a while. Start to wonder what their intentions were to begin with, if they even cared.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who was it for you?
Baz, how this holy priest of Procan and mighty storm powers and
your piety knows no bounds.
yeah, it's been quite some time since I've actually spoken with Procan or had any sort of reasonable connection.
Oh. So the person that maybe up and left you was your god?
Yeah, yes.
That's intense.
I mean, a lizard folk and a god are a little bit different, obviously, but
Well, certainly, but...
can relate.
Yes. I wonder if all of us seem to have abandonment issues. I wonder why Ocean is so attached to this deity she met in a dream and not someone of her own kind. And I get the inkling that Virgil feels very lonely deep down. And Gunk, I feel like they would have a lot more friends if they didn't act the way they do. And I mean that in a lovely way, of course, but...
Fair.
Yes.
I mean, fair in real life too, Eddie. Way to call me out.
Monty, shut up. You're
Monty, you have
amazing.
all kinds of friends here.
Yeah, here.
Hey, Gunk needs to be nice, okay?
Also, I just want to say I love this character beat, but I also love the fact that Baz is like, all right, need to protect this NPC. Gonna go tell the healer. Not gonna tell the battle-crazed barbarian who bisects the vast majority of people we come across. No, he doesn't need to know.
Virgil's busy, I'm sure.
I am also just 100% like slapping Kish backwards and forwards.
We just hear a disturbance from outside the door of the kitchen.
And he's like, yeah, definitely getting stronger from this.
You know you're supposed to like actually connect on a swing. I'm wearing pajamas.
Okay, he's gonna try and slap
Let
you.
him learn his own way, Virgil.
Let's see.
Oh, Kish.
Watching the whole time.
Slap that horseman.
Well, he rolled an 8.
Oh no, does not hit my unarmored defense.
He just gently caresses your velvet pajamas. He's like, oh, that's soft. Ow!
No slap-a-bama. Yes, Dunham, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I'm slowly learning to open up to this group. I'm happy for your friendship.
As am I, for all of you.
Indeed. All right.
Let's go
well,
pry into the past of other people now.
that sounds good. Baz will take his own book and for now flit up to the crow's nest.
Which book do you have? I forget.
Which what?
Which book
Which
do
book?
you have? Yeah.
Oh, I got lots of books, Frank. Which one am I taking up?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
So these books, remember, you have to read them for 24 hours within a week.
The Grimoire of Basket Weaving is what I'll take up.
Basket weaving, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I think did I give that away?
Well,
I
you gave
gave-
basket weaving to Virgil.
Yeah, and I think I gave the nunchuck one to Dunlum, so
You did,
I don't have
yeah.
any of those.
He's going to be
Yeah.
a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. That's
No,
right.
elderly non-mutant Ninja Turtle.
Elderly non-mutant ninja.
You know what? I'm going to take these
Close.
papers from the mansion receipts from our very first adventure together.
Oh,
And just kind of look them over in case I miss something.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely still so much left to do with San Ballet, the burrito smuggler.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, guess we'll find out.
Give me an
Just-
investigation check on these things that I've planned for real.
Okay.
You discover another secret love letter between two bandits.
Hey, I'll take it. I got several of those.
They were in a throuple.
Maybe. Investigation.
Mhm.
15.
Jeez, you rolled terribly and got a good.
I'm very investigative.
You do find a letter, and it smells very perfumed,
Ooh.
almost like potpourri.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, let's see if the mic will pick up my voice when I try and do this. It says, "Dear Sanny, this is your mother again. I really wish you'd write me back. You know you're far.
Oh no.
I hope you're not still
No.
involved in that burrito business. Bad luck. Tacos are a much smarter investment. I told you that. Well, make sure you're home for Christmas.
Oh, we missed that.
I just miss hearing from you, Sanny. Love, your mother."
I get out my ink and quill. Dear mother, you deserve a far better son. Go find him.
Jesus Christ.
So are you
Love.
trying to mimic Sanballet's writing?
Yes, love, Sani.
What's a forgery check? Would that be like dexterity?
Yeah, it's
Or-
usually a dexterity thing, I think.
Okay.
I don't have a forgery kit, so
You
it's
don't?
not going to be accurate.
You
Well,
give
but-
me a dex check.
A forgery kit is more around forging a document. Like, it's around
Yeah.
seals and...
Oh, shit. 18.
I mean, you don't have a kid, but you've been reading through his things enough that you do a good enough job. You don't know if it's enough to fool a mother, but yeah.
So, I'm going to say that Virgil's going to get done, like, slapping Kish into unconsciousness. Because every time I hit him, it is an unarmed strike, and I don't think he has that many hit points.
No, he has like 20 something.
Yeah, okay, so, you know, after several minutes, it's just slap, slap, slap. Good God, why are you not? Virgil's gonna sort of move over to the side of the deck where Gunk has been watching.
Oh.
And sort of like, Gunk,
Yeah.
seem to be best of underworld connections and a willingness to hide information from our friends. Yes?
What exactly are you implying? No, I'm just shitting you. Yeah.
He's like,
What's up?
pretty much those two things. There are some individuals that I'd be interested to know if you've had any word of operating in or around Saltmarsh.
All right.
Walla Bramblethorn, a halfling man, Onvius, a minotaur man, and Sita, a woman who could pass for a human or a half-elf, but is an Azamar.
Right.
They probably would have
Okay.
been working as sellswords or assassins.
I'll ask around.
Yeah, I will say that nothing ticks off the top of your head, but you have a lot of contacts,
Yeah.
talk to.
Cool. Yeah, I'll ask around. How urgent is it?
Fairly, not more than, impending invasion, but
Okay. I'll let you know when I know something. Well, I won't be able to find out until we get back to Saltmarsh, but it'll be soon. No problem. Are you gonna keep slapping him or?
oh no, he's unconscious. I need to wait
shame.
until he wakes up. I might actually do harm otherwise.
Yeah. Shame.
Okay.
Shame.
Anybody else?
Ocean is just anxiously waiting until she can talk to the council.
Imagine us on the bow of the ship. Just like, come on.
Yeah.
It's like people who stand up on the plane way too early. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Hate those
Like,
people.
we're gonna be here for another like 5-10 minutes. Just calm down.
Ocean also applauds when you go into dock.
Yep.
Yeah. So you sail for a bit longer. And I would say,
Good.
Joel Dunlum, you can mark off, if you read for that whole time,
Pretty
you can
much,
mark
yeah.
off about 5 hours of reading.
Nice.
And yeah, you in the afternoon sail into Saltmarsh, your recognizable home-ish.
Home adjacent.
Home adjacent.
Well, friends, where to? Straight to the council?
Council.
Yeah. Straight
Yeah,
to
of
the
course.
council.
That's where we head then.
We gotta get on the schedule.
That's where we head, and I look out for that little snot-nosed shit. If I see
You'd
him.
already agreed to not.
What?
Oh, maybe
I didn't agree
I'm
shit.
misremembering. Sorry.
I even paid a dude, or tried to look out for a child, and he didn't want any part of it.
God, yeah, you're
So then I think I paid Virgil, not knowing it was Virgil,
Yep.
Yeah.
and he took my money.
Yeah. You paid Aster the shifty centaur.
Yep.
That was a wild session.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you really wanted that child.
So I'm looking out, but
Sorry.
it was just so many emeralds. You gotta believe me, Ocean. It was so many emeralds.
I helped you look.
What?
I helped you look. I do believe you.
Yes, right. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Someday we'll get that kid and kill them?
Well, maybe when he grows up. We'll wait till he grows up and then kill him. That's the honorable thing to do, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Prolong death of children.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. My moral compass is wonky.
I'm a little concerned that your definition of honor, the sort of working approximation I can get to.
Sure. Yes. Makes sense. Where is he? Do I see him?
Make a perception check.
Stop hunting children.
I want to. Go away. Andy wants to.
If Baz is looking for him, I'm looking for him too. For different reasons.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I
thank God.
I didn't have an advantage on that by any chance, did I?
Oh, no, you did not.
No. Okay, then I got a 3.
Andy rolled a 3 and a nat 20, but the 3 sticks. You see, it just seems like there's children everywhere.
I can't kill them all, I suppose. So
A passerby hears you say that while you're looking at the children and just kind of squints their eyes and just shakes their head.
oh, I'm sorry, sir. I mean for one child in particular. Does that help?
And he just rushes off.
Oh, well. Whatever.
Weirdo.
There was a lot of emeralds.
Virgil's just gonna be like, all right, I'm sorry, but not sorry. It just is again gonna sort of pick you up by the top of your head, be like, yep, you're coming with us. It's fine.
Cool.
It's quite comfortable here.
Cool. Oh, we could put your new tokens on. Or you could put your new tokens on. I don't care enough. Sorry. I'm a nice and kind DM.
I believe
Yes.
you. Pass.
I figure we could share the new art next time, since I kind of fucked around and took too long to get it to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you go straight to the city council? Place?
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't it appear?
Okay. You go
I
and
totally
you are.
forget where it is. Isn't it like up here somewhere?
I think it's
I
here.
thought it was here. Yeah.
I think it was over
I think
here.
this was like the captain of the guard, and then this was the city
Yeah.
hall
Yeah, the captain
or
of the
meeting
guard
place.
is up where you
was-
are.
Ah.
Something
That's
up here.
where what's his fuck? Islander? Eleander. I read it as
Eleander
E-I-L
Fire
instead of E-L-I. Yeah, Eleander
Yeah, fire
Fireborn.
something.
Because that's like the prison area. He's there.
Ah.
Yeah, so you go in and you are ushered in. Excuse me, sorry. Feeling fine. Everything's fine. You are ushered in to the council chambers, and you see all 5 council members sitting there and looking at you eagerly, and the human woman that is the head, Ada Owland, she looks at you and she's like, well, have you found out what we've asked?
Virgil's just gonna walk in and continue walking, then up the wall and then onto the ceiling.
We have indeed found a lot of information about the stronghold. of the
Gellin Primewater, or the foppish former racist, is just gonna say, oh my, when he sees you do that.
How's it going, Foppish?
Pay attention. We have,
Apologies.
oh God, we have lots of information regarding the Sahuagin stronghold. And here
The what?
it is.
Stronghold? I'm sorry, could you repeat it?
The Sahuagin stronghold.
The thing
Oh, I've
you
never
asked
heard
us
it
to check
pronounced
out?
that way before.
Fucking hold on. One moment, please.
Is Andy going to too? Now I'm scared.
He needs to make.
Gonna murder him.
He
He's
needs
gonna
to
make him
make
fart.
a wisdom saving throw, I believe. Constitution saving throw.
Character sheet for this man,
Probably
sir?
a 10 then. There's probably
Governor.
no bonus.
I rolled a 10.
Doesn't beat the 15.
what
So he
happens
now
to him?
is entirely small. He is one size. He's a tiny individual, or well, small individual. Please
He's like my height now.
let us.
You can see his little
Hey, man.
feet kicking under the table
Fun,
in his chair.
Virgil from upside down on the ceiling. Fun size Foppish.
That kid ain't knee high to a duck.
It ain't so
Listen.
bad.
We'll keep shrinking you if we need to. You just need to listen. Okay. We have a lot of Swaggin information, which I'm about to tell you right now. Baron, the winding halls, the amount of things that are there, the underwater layers, the prison areas.
I would say that the things
Go
that would also come in from Virgil is that their main deployment area looks to be underwater from the descriptions that like Baz has given us of up top. That doesn't sound like a thing that you would like march divisions out of. Underwater seemed like a place where divisions could swim out of. But the other side of it was not heavily guarded, so that there could be an infiltration route that way. Though, from Baz's description, by Virgil's standards, the main gates were also not heavily defended. 15 people does not count as a heavy guard on a main gate.
Might I suggest that you hire a group of intrepid adventurers to take out the Baron? I believe that perhaps once he falls, they will have no sign of strength to follow, which seems to be one of their greatest cultural understandings.
Good. You found out a lot of information. We're
Indeed.
immensely in your debt for this.
Yep.
So does that mean I can get on the schedule now to talk to you about an even worse threat?
You did
Yes, our
promise.
agreement was once the Sahuagin fortress was defeated.
I don't remember it that way.
I'm sorry, I have the Jeffrey, can you check the notes, please? And
Virgil is just crumbling like little pieces of dried biscuit and like trying to toss them at Foppish the Lesser, seeing if he can get him to catch it in his tiny little mouth.
he's gonna just hit it. He has a tiny little cane, and he's just gonna try and bat him away. See, does
Fair.
it?
The bad thing is coming maybe before the Swagan threat is defeated.
And you see a little just like a tiny fish person that just is like maybe 2 feet tall, sitting off in a corner that you never noticed before, and they're continually licking their flipper fingers and going through a notepad, moving through it. And then
Cute.
Jeffrey.
I
then
love Jeffrey.
he stands up and he's like, "Yes, hello. I have here in our record that we will address this once the Sahuagin threat is defeated. This was only part 1 of the plan. Thank you." And Jeffrey sits back down and writes down what he.
Thank you, Jeffrey. You've done a great job.
Well, you're
Thank
all
you.
gonna die, and not in the good way. So,
What do you mean the good way?
Well,
Wait,
that's something we should talk about, certainly out of the ears of
Virgil's-
these fine people.
Virgil is just sort of nodding along with all of this because he's just gotten used to this is apparently now how missions go, different from his past as a sellsword. But he's just trying to figure out how to throw like a slider using like crumbled bits of biscuit to throw at Foppish the Tiny.
there's been so many red flags with you, Blue.
I don't know what you're talking about, Gunk. I
It's
just
like
want
a
everybody
goddamn
to be
regatta.
one. I just want us all to be safe.
Yeah, so do we. Just not by dying, because there ain't no good way of dying.
We're not dying in the bad way.
You just did again.
We should definitely discuss this later.
Yep.
Yes, we will listen to your terrifying sounding threat once the immediate threat that is threatening our town and the surrounding people is finished.
Okay, well,
So
if you come back from the battle and everybody in the town is dead, don't say I didn't warn you.
I will keep that into consideration. Jeffrey, make a special note of that, please. And
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Salt of the earth, that Jeffrey.
you're welcome.
Maybe we should
institution.
hire Jeffrey.
We should
Take notes
hire
for us.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, we'll double whatever they're paying you.
I'm an indentured servant.
Oh,
What?
Then
Wait, what?
As
We
he
will
says that,
pay-
you just from the ceiling here. Shink.
It was a joke.
Oh, that
Jeffrey,
Jeffrey
be more careful.
is such a killer. Oh,
my
oof,
friend,
Jeffrey.
about cut all of these people in half, Jeffrey.
We
careful
are
with
gonna
your
go hog
words.
shit, man. If someone ever hurt you, they're so
Jeffrey
dead.
is writing all of this down.
My goodness.
He's writing down everything we say, Jeffrey.
This was about to be a drop centaur.
So we've discussed it as a council, and you've done a lot for us. So we'd like to offer you a gift as thanks.
Oh, that's lovely.
It seems like you dislike us greatly, but we greatly.
I don't.
Some of you.
Oh,
I
One
like
of you.
I just
And
want
she
you to
looks
listen
over
to
it.
me.
Foppish the Smaller and says,
Smaller.
As he
Well-
makes eye contact, Virgil will ping him with a biscuit.
hits him on the side of the head.
He's getting
Nice one. I give you a bird
That one
thumbs
did
up.
not pick up on my mic. I saw that it did not light up. That was too high pitched. So, we would like to offer you we grant you citizenship to Saltmarsh if you do not already have it.
Oh.
So you are considered residents of the town. Nothing special comes with that. You're just considered residents.
Oh, well,
But-
thank you.
You also can have a house here that is yours rent-free.
This is a nice place.
Hey,
I don't have a house.
I like this place.
Now you do.
yeah,
Whose
I've
house
only
do I
rented
get?
pieces of shit. Yeah, whose house are we moving into?
Yeah.
Please tell me it's not the haunted one.
Is it Jeffrey?
Virgil
Jeffrey, we
is like,
moving in with you?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Not that.
It is not the haunted house. It is a house within Saltmarsh.
I liked that.
And Jeffrey
house.
is like, I live with my family. I already forgot what Jeffrey.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
I guess we're living with Jeffrey's family. This sounds great. More the merrier.
Is there lots of mold there too?
It's underwater
Oh, perfect.
because we're all
Oh.
fish. It's really hard for me to be here right now.
That sounds homey. Do you need some water?
No,
You
I'm
like a
good.
drink?
And you can see that his little like flipper feet are just in a little bucket of water at the base of his chair.
Nice.
Just
Is
kicking.
that enough?
It works.
Wait, so where are we living?
And he just goes back to writing. So a house. It'll be a house that has at least 5 rooms
Okay.
in it.
This is so far very vague.
What-
Could you say the house we're living in?
It doesn't have a name. It's a house. It's not like
A house with
Shoehorn
at
Manor
least
or
5
something.
rooms.
It's
Does it
just
have
a house.
No
We could
less
tell-
than-
An address.
It's
we
something
could take
more
someone
specific.
to show you there, but
But you
yeah,
have
it's
a house in mind, not just a...
5573.
5573.
Sprinkle Shell Lane.
Sprinkle Shell Lane.
Lane.
Oh, that's the fancy part of town, Sprinkle Shell Lane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real nice.
Is that nice?
You're gonna be bougie bitches.
Real
I don't
bougie.
know if I want to be a bougie bitch.
As Virgil is
Bougie bitch Baz.
as Virgil is on the ceiling in wearing velvet. It doesn't sound bad actually, but
Bouge.
those are
Fair enough.
wonderful gifts, and we appreciate the recognition of our services. As my companion mentioned, did you have anything else that you were saying?
Well, so what we would like to do is take the time to plan and then meet back tomorrow to go over the assault.
Sounds wise. Do you need
I think
us for
you
this?
owe
assault?
us 750 gold pieces each.
Oh, absolutely. Jeffrey. And Jeffrey's is like that. Oh, sorry. And he just starts patting like different little pouches that he keeps around him on his person. Hold on, I got the town council funds right here. Hold on.
How did you
And-
lose so many coins? Like,
That pouch would be
You're
bigger
so
than
small.
him by a massive amount.
It's platinums.
It's
It's
platinum.
platinum.
that's a
Don't
lot
worry
of
about
coins.
It's a poor town as well, so.
It's still like 125 coins.
I
And he
would die
just
for
uses
Jeffrey.
both hands to hold up a bag that he was basically.
Oh,
From the
Here you go.
ceiling,
you,
there's just
Jeffrey.
going to be a long, like the butt end of a spear will loop down. Thank you.
He goes back to writing. Yeah,
So
you add the extra gold. I don't even legitimately know right now if that was Lena fucking with me about how would you if
I don't remember.
I would never
Don't
do that,
remember.
Rachel.
oh God, you would.
You absolutely would.
you have done it to me.
I don't know if there's a session that's gone by.
So this is 750 each, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
Okay, so then yeah,
How much
so
each?
Ada Aweland says, so we'd like time to plan with the other factions that have come here to plan our assault. Yes, we're hoping that you'll be a part of it to protect
Well,
your town and your new home.
Oh, is that why you gave us a home?
is there additional remuneration on the whole assault portion?
We were hoping that maybe you would feel an attachment to this town and your home, that you would want to help us out of the goodness of your heart.
I have my own reasons for wanting to see this go successfully. It's not for you.
If I were to perhaps request in a favor as payment once we've completed the assault?
Are you going to tell me what the favor is before or after?
Some information and perhaps some resources of the folks of the council to locate.
Absolutely, will be at your disposal. After, of course,
Yes,
we
yes.
hear Ocean's plea. Of course.
I live here, so, I did before anyway, so.
Now you live here with a nicer house.
That's
And
true.
now actually I'm a real citizen now. I wasn't before, so that's really cool.
Yeah, this is Foppish the Smaller. Now you're no longer an illegal smuggler, but a legal one.
Yeah, thanks for saying that in front of the whole council, buddy.
Oops.
I thought everyone knew that. I mean,
Well, yeah, unofficially, yes.
Jeffrey, don't write that down. Scratch it out. And Jeffrey's like, yes. Okay, I don't have an eraser, but I can use smudge. Smudge it.
My just fine.
We'll call us tomorrow when you've figured all of this out then, I suppose.
Right, and we'll send somebody to show you to your new home.
That would be excellent. And if we're on our way out, I'll go ahead and head over to Foppish. I'll undo the spell so that he comes back normal size.
Oh,
and
I sounded ridiculous.
I'll just lean into him and sort of whisper, but just enough so other people can hear. I cast a spell on you that turned you into a child, essentially, and no one in this room gave a shit about it. Maybe just ruminate on that a bit.
Everyone in this room knows how obsessed you are with children.
Ha!
I mean,
Fair point.
that was better.
Yeah, fair point. I'm also not on the council, so...
Virgil leaves through one of the upper
He
windows.
does look a little sad.
before Virgil
Okay.
leaves, Dunham kind of goes to whisper in his ear, but he's on the roof. So, by the way, were you supposed to slap? And points toward Fox's races. Supposed to slap him after the scouting or after the assault? I feel like we made an agreement there.
Yeah, there was something about a slap somewhere, I think.
Fair.
I couldn't let a slap go unslapped. I mean,
As like Virgil's halfway out this like second story window, you're just gonna see him like back and just like drop to the ground from the ceiling. Dudlem, I'm buying your next 3 drinks.
Only 3?
Madam Councilwoman, if I may.
Oh, yes, of course. It was part of the deal, Galen.
Virgil will like look at him, and then slowly you're going to hear clink, 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 clink. As his tail will grow and expand with skelf ears.
Oh no, you're gonna rage?
Going
And just
to rage on him.
absolutely
Hold on.
like
Don't kill him!
Well,
just
let's see
twist
how it goes.
like
Gunk.
the human part of the centaur has twisted all the way back and just winds up and just slaps him.
You're
He's
gonna
just
kill
like-
the guy!
Closes his eyes. It's just okay. Give me an unarmed strike at advantage.
I mean, there's no way he'll miss, surely.
Well, we'll see.
I don't have. I'm just gonna roll.
Strength.
Big tech. Yeah, I guess. $16.
I mean, yes, he's Foppish the Lesser. He doesn't have
Yeah.
protection on.
It's just gonna be 3 damage. Because it's the 1 and then my rage.
Isn't it strength?
Unarmed strikes are just 1.
I thought
Unless
they were
you
your
have, like-
strength.
No, they're 1 plus strength.
Improvised weapons would add strength, I think. But
I always did unarmed strike, including strength.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Let's see. Sorry.
Yeah, I always thought it was base 1.
Unarmed strike. Well, that's helpful. Roll 20.
Yeah,
So assuming it's a simple
Oh
weapon.
yeah, 1 plus your strength, and you
Yeah.
and you are proficient. So that was actually like a 20
Oh, fucking A.
attack roll, unnaturally. But so that's 1 plus 4 plus. I think I'm
He's a
still at 2.
commoner. He has like 6 hit points.
I'm sure he's probably a noble.
I can only imagine this slap in like anime terms. Like,
I will also
kill
say
him.
I'm 100% not trying to kill him.
He is a noble. Yeah, I like that the description is he is a dapper older gentleman with a neatly trimmed beard and a fancy wardrobe.
Foppish.
I didn't write foppish dandy. Oh, I did. I wrote foppish dandy right here. Yep. Just as a reminder, I did not come up with that nickname. It was in the book.
Yep.
The published WotC book called him a foppish dandy.
Yeah, so it's 1 plus my strength, which would be 5 plus the 2 for the bonus damage, so 7.
Okay, so you do 7 health, and you basically you slap him across the face, and you see his whole body turn, and like everybody, you swear that you hear like the actual sound of like the ringing of a bell. Like it just sounds like bong, and you just see him kind of like, and his eyes roll up in the back of his head. He just slumps over.
I'll just sort of catch him before he does it, just sort of prop him up. There you go. There you go.
And you can see that his chest is gently rising.
Good, he's not dead.
Look at Madam Councilwoman. You. And at this, Virgil's just going to sort of go up the wall and out the. Let's get you that
that was
drink done,
fun.
Lum.
Whoever's last
Someone
in
goes
the
whistling
chamber
out the door.
I'll be
just hears the council members look at each other and say, weirdest band of people we have ever hired.
Oh well.
Our body count is like the population of the town at this point, though.
It's true. Yeah, so there is somebody waiting outside to show you to your home.
Excellent.
Yay! In Sprinkle
us.
Shell Lane.
Sprinkle Shell Lane.
Very cute.
To Sprinkle Shell Lane, good man.
Hi, I'm here to show you to your home. Have you had a nice trip so far?
Well,
Yeah, it's been great.
It involved at least 2 different dimensions of reality and seasonally themed adversaries.
Do you want a mushroom?
No, I'm allergic. Thank you,
It's
though.
not for eating.
If it even touches my skin, I'll break out in.
You can sleep with it,
I said
Doesn't-
no. Thank you.
but just don't touch it.
And she's gonna just turn and keep walking.
We really got to talk about consent, I think.
indeed.
Luke.
No does mean
But we
no.
all-
No means no. If somebody
Come on.
answers no, you don't keep pushing.
But Monty,
know what they want.
Gunk, we all need to become one.
This house over here is a historical mansion.
Oh, is this our house?
No, I'm just
It's
giving
lovely.
you a tour.
I want the
what?
top room, Virgil.
If you don't want him
No.
to try to claim every property along this walk, I'm going to recommend that we simply proceed to the house that actually is ours. Start there, tell us this fact, and then do the rest of the tour afterwards. Otherwise, I swear, he will ask with every house we pass that you point out as ours.
Virgil's correct.
And she'll just continue walking until you get to your house. And it is a lovely house that I'm going to decide is where is
Where's
it?
the nice part of Saltmarsh?
Yeah, the fancy plot. It's probably down here, right?
Yeah.
Away from everyone else.
This can be your house right here.
Oh, that's nice.
So right here, down in the southern part of Saltmarsh, right near some cliffs overlooking the water.
Yeah, see, it's the fancy part. It's real
Yeah,
nice.
this is
You
actually
even
very
get to see
nice.
the sunset. It's amazing.
This is so bougie.
Oh, right, because this map isn't north-south oriented.
That's right.
I was about to say,
did
wait,
it.
what?
It's fancy.
Oh, it is west.
It's
It
facing
The
is
sun is a lie.
Who makes non-north-south oriented maps?
I don't
Let's see.
know. That's what always confused the hell out of me when like we'd be like, yeah, it's on like the blah 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 part of town, and because when I was helping you with something, I'm like, the where, the what?
That is weird. Yeah, so I'm gonna do something a little weird with this house. And within reason, I'm gonna let each of you describe a part of it.
Lovely.
So no, there are not candy canes littered along the grass there. It is a reasonable thing that a house would have. Add weird. So yeah, I can eeny meeny miny moe it, or somebody can go.
I know exactly what I want.
Okay, what do we
Go
got,
first.
Marcy?
So there is an atrium, like big
Lovely.
sunny atrium with like a glass roof, full of plants. It's like in the center of the house, like greenhouse plants and stuff, and it has a big pond in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Yes, like
It's
natural rock pond with like lots of dragonflies and frogs and stuff.
And all
Yeah,
the water
that's what
and
I
the
want.
plants, the sun just makes it like kind of a nice humid.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
humid and yes, it's so nice. Yes, that's what I want.
It's beautiful. Atrium in the middle of the house. Got it.
That's Gunk's room.
And near the
atrium.
pond, but like just kind of like off from it a little, is a huge fucking cave. Houses have caves in them, okay? And the cave is just full of mushrooms, like the most beautiful mushrooms you've
This is-
ever seen. And there's even
the
a
part where Rachel
dead
said a normal
mushroom.
thing that houses would
Let me
have.
out of that mushroom cave.
Why don't you just go with the fact that
There's
like
a cellar, maybe.
that was something that I was going
There's
to
a
say is that
cellar?
like there could be a path that goes off into the woods
Cave.
because there's like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
copse of trees behind us, and that like there's a fairy ring back there.
Ocean, wake up. Ocean, wake
Houses
up. You're
have
dreaming about
caves.
houses.
Houses do not have caves. That is a crazy sentence.
Can we just substitute what I said for that one?
Doing Skyrim. I'm playing a lot of Skyrim lately, and I can think of so many houses where you walk downstairs and you're just in a cave.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about we say that there is an unfinished cellar in the basement that you could tell whoever owned this house previously wanted it to be a food cellar. But
instead it's just completely
well, they
fucking
actually
full of mushrooms.
died in the
Oh shit.
attempt to like, you know, they were doing the work themselves.
They died in the cellar and the mushrooms grew out of them?
Yes, Lena. Yes,
And they never moved
Fucking
his body.
beautiful.
they didn't, and now it's just a
I
mushroom
just have a
patch in the corner.
cellar with a dead
cool.
body full of mushrooms.
You do.
And the house is haunted. This is amazing. It's perfect.
I love it. This is perfect.
We asked specifically for a non-haunted house.
I did it.
I didn't either. I wanted the haunted one.
Yeah,
I
same.
technically only specified I didn't want that one.
That haunted
Yeah.
house, yeah. Okay, who would like to describe something next?
Uh,
The thing I was going to say as a joke was a haunted house, but
I wanted it now.
we have the former like owner be the ghost butler.
I'm
Oh,
down for it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? You got a ghost butler.
It's not just haunted; it's also a feature. I'll say that the other thing is that like this property includes like a path back into like that copse of trees. So it's not like a garden; it's very much a grove of trees. But like there is a nice little sort of walking trail. It's room outside. Maybe also there is another small pool out there.
Yeah.
Some mushrooms scattered around, etc.
Yep. Sounds great.
I would say that in this 3-story house of ours that goes up to the attic and everything, that
Of course.
there is a sort of circular space that is just filled with books lining the whole end. And it's not very wide and it's not very long. It just goes up all 3 stories. This circular room filled with books. some of which it seems like you need to fly to get to. Or very, very tall ladders. But either way, I would like that to be.
Hey, you have an interesting circular library.
As an incredibly mundane request, I just didn't want. Also, that the main staircases are wide, or like double wide to a Virgil.
Yes.
Up and downstairs.
Lovely.
Yes, the previous owner used to bring his cows into the house.
I thought you were going to
that's-
say horse, and I'm like, wait, was this the man
No,
who
I
would
almost
be a
said
merchant king?
horse, and then I was like, oh no, we've already had a horse friend. Why not have
Cows
cow
can't
friends?
walk downstairs. Did anyone know that? They can walk upstairs, but they can't walk down.
Yeah, so actually, it's a double wide staircase, but there's also a slide coming down.
Ah,
Slide.
cool,
All
a
the
cow
things.
slide, of
So,
course,
yeah,
yes.
cow slide. Yeah, in your
Yeah.
house, of course. All right,
Cool.
Joel.
Mine's boring in comparison, but on the second floor, overlooking the ocean, there is a very nice balcony, kind of like how you'd see in log cabins. There should definitely also be, it's two things, but definitely also be enough room to jerry rig the horse elevator, not elevator, the
Like,
Horse sling?
sling.
Yes.
But the oh no, words. The thing to pull up on. The
Pulley?
yeah, there you go.
The winch
Pulley.
and pulley?
Pulley.
Yeah.
Winch and pulley is the word I was looking for.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's all there. Okay, so you've got a beautiful house with an atrium and a circular library and a rotting corpse in the unfinished cellar and a path out to the beautiful copse of trees and double wide stairs and a slide and a horse pulley and a big balcony that wraps around the second floor looking out at the ocean. Beautiful house.
place is perfect. I mean, it's almost like it was designed specifically for us. It's like amazing, huh?
Oh no, the man that lived here before had and added a lot of these things. Nobody really understood why.
Oh, I see. He was a
Interesting.
soothsayer. He knew.
Maybe.
But now he's your butler.
Oh, cool.
I suddenly care whether this little town lives or dies.
Oh, I'm glad.
Virgil's just gonna look around like, did we just get gifted the Saltmarsh equivalent of the Winchester House?
Can I actually?
That stairway
can I
does not go
request
anywhere.
One more thing, really quick. It's
You
really.
think-
It doesn't matter. It's for everyone. Can we see this little inlet here? This
Oh,
little
let
bit
me-
here.
Look at the map, sorry.
Sorry. Can there
Huh?
be like a little platform and a path going up for us to park our boat there instead of needing to go all the way to the docks? can have
I'll
a-
say you can get
boat
that
there.
built.
Okay, cool.
That is something that you can get done.
Cool.
But yeah, I like that idea.
I feel like up on the balcony with Dunlum, Virgil's gonna look around. Step, annex the remaining houses.
We're gonna get a lot of stares here, just so you know. People here usually aren't that welcoming.
Virgil's
But,
gonna sort of blink. Yes, such a change that will be for my life up until this point.
I mean,
Speaking of
normally
I've-
where I go, people tend to like me, but here they don't like me very much. So it's gonna be a little harder.
I
To be
was
fair,
going
I
to say,
have robbed all of them before.
speaking of people liking us and not liking us, have we met the neighbors yet?
Oh,
I
dear.
have.
That's the weird thing that people with houses do, right? Come over with like
What?
Is there an
casserole.
HOA?
Is there an HOA? Yes, you pay 500 gold a month
Oh,
for
Jesus.
them to barely mow your lawn.
let's take over the HOA. Kill who we need to make this more reasonable.
Let's take our break now.
Hey,
Come back to meeting the neighbors and figuring out the assault plan.
Cool.
On the neighbors. All right, everybody. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. So grab his neck, stretch your legs. We'll
Manage
be
your
back with you soon.
fluids.
Manage your fluids.
It's me. I talk first.
I think Andy was trying to say honk, 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 but he might be muted. You were muted.
Yeah,
I've been muted this
definitely.
whole time. I've
I
been
really
talking-
like that. You could
I
see
thought you were
him.
just not
What? Oh,
talking.
shit. Not say anything.
I did a real sexy "Hey there, honk honk" and stuff like that when we came
no.
back, and then
I'm
I was
sorry.
telling Monty how like lucky whoever Monty has for Secret Santa is, because Monty's art is awesome, and I mean I'd never say that to their face, but I was
Is
kind
it
of
so
telling
Nobody
them.
knows who anybody has.
No, I know, but like, shh.
And would never say it on a stream.
I would never say that on a stream either. Yeah,
My Secret Santa is Jesus.
Well,
He's
that's
hard to
lucky.
get because it's his birthday.
Oh no.
You never,
And he has
okay.
everything.
And yeah, what do you get for the guy that has everything? Anyway, sorry.
Joel's dead.
Oh man, sorry, Joel. Rest in peace. Why am I being weird like this? It's fine. Anyway, you have a house now. What the fuck do you want to do with it? What do you want to do with yourselves?
I want to explore all the books that I made up to see if there's any spell books or scrolls or anything like that.
Yeah. What do you know? It's all spell books. Oh, I level ones too.
Not porn at all.
It's actually all children's books in languages that you don't know.
So it's a great way to learn languages, is what she just said.
There you go.
I am a linguist, however,
Are you cunning?
I'm also cunning. What?
Sorry. Cunning linguist? No.
I got it. I thought it was very funny.
Thank you,
Okay.
Monty.
Virgil is just walking around and is going to try to wait to select his room until other people seem to have, gotten some sense of what room they will want. But as soon as, people seem like they've picked rooms, etc., he's just going to sort of immediately stow his stuff and then go inspect the kitchen.
I'll take the smallest room.
The smallest room is a cupboard. Are you just kidding?
A cupboard in the attic.
No, all the rooms are, roomy enough. It has a bed and a desk.
That's Baz's biography. A
And a window.
cupboard in the attic. I love it.
I'm obviously sleeping in the cellar with the mushrooms.
So there is an
In the
unused
greenhouse.
bedroom upstairs.
There might be
there's
another
two
one if
unused
Gunk is
bedrooms.
using the
Yep.
atrium.
Yeah, I'm sleeping in the
So
atrium.
Virgil's gonna take like 2 adjoining rooms and then like maybe either, unless there's already a door that connects them,
No.
he'll probably go ahead and like have an archway put in eventually.
Nice. Just hoof it.
Hey, just knock the whole door,
Break
the whole wall down.
Break
I can
the
do
wall
that,
down.
but
Yeah.
you would prefer to leave the place structurally sound. Looks around ish.
Look
I'm
for
sure that
slugs.
this
Tap with your
this
hoof.
works.
Okay, so Virgil claims 2 adjoining rooms. Baz takes the smallest. Ocean takes the corpse-riddled, unfinished cellar. And
Gosh.
Gunk takes the atrium. Where does Dunlum take?
Dunlum takes a room on the second floor close to the balcony.
Yeah.
And
You
the
can have a room
elevator.
that opens up onto the balcony.
Lovely.
And the elevator. Yes. So you have until tomorrow to go back and meet with the council about your plans.
Okay. Gunk's gonna introduce himself and everyone else to all the insects and frogs and stuff and fish in the atrium. So they don't get all
Ocean.
freaked out.
Ocean's gonna offer all of the insects and frogs and fish and stuff mushrooms.
The flies like it.
Yay!
Oh. Wait, you're not on the ocean anymore. You need to have ocean sound.
We're by the ocean.
You
We are.
are.
by the
It's
ocean.
true.
Yes.
Okay. I'll play this one that's called Down by the Sea.
Mm.
I don't hear anything.
Me neither.
It's very subtle on my end, but I.
Nope.
Uh,
Maybe it'll come in later.
Crashing waves.
I have everything turned down very low because I think it's very distracting for me. So, okay. So what? So we spend some time meeting bugs and amphibians and
Yep.
introducing them to mushrooms as well. What else would we like to do?
At some point, I don't know if we're gonna like actually like wander around the neighborhood. Virgil would stay for that, but I will say at some point Virgil would also go to like get his stuff from the inn.
Okay.
And also would make sure to sort of leave on his own because he's going to be making a detour to the other inn. As Aster. So
Okay.
We can take a walk around the neighborhood. That sounds like fun. Be a weird side.
I would like to go to a mason.
Why?
Why, indeed.
I don't know. That's why I asked.
I'll be right back.
Right,
Secret
this is all
Society
our house
Mason?
pass. You can't just do stuff without telling us.
I'm not gonna do stuff. I'm gonna get something.
Okay. So
I'm still the captain. We're
Of-
I'm the captain of the
Of the
house.
ship, not the house.
Frank is in
You-
charge.
Wait, you still my crew, which means I'm still the captain, even in the house. You gotta tell me if you're gonna do any sort of like structural changes.
Okay.
Virgil will sort of raise his hand, removing one wall between the.
Yep, that's
That's
totally fine. I'm not
archway.
worried about you, Virgil. I trust you.
Go into a mason.
Okay. So
Also, we should get the dead body out of the basement.
We surely should.
We should really move that.
No.
Really a health
That's
code
Keep
my
the
violation.
body.
mushrooms. You can keep the mushrooms.
But the body is rotting and there's mushrooms growing out of it and it's perfect.
Exactly. It's a health It's a health
No,
hazard.
it came with the house.
What?
So did the wall I'm removing.
You can't take my body.
So are all
I'm
the
pretty sure that
children's
body
books I'm
isn't even
burning.
load bearing. The wall
Spore
is. That's why I
would
need to get a
love it.
contractor.
We should at
Spore
least
would-
tell someone that somebody's dead body is here.
No. They'll take it.
Yes.
It's mine.
Okay, wait.
You can
The
keep it.
guy's a ghost now, right? We got a ghost butler. Let's just ask him what he wants done with his body. That seems respectful, right?
I mean, we
Yes, but
assume the
only
body
if
is
he's
the
gonna
ghost.
leave it.
We do
So-
assume, yeah, we should talk to him about that.
You try to talk to the ghost butler, but he doesn't really seem to notice that you exist. And he doesn't respond. And he just kind of goes about the house cleaning it.
I think that means he wants the body to stay.
He does seem very invested in this house.
I suppose
I'll give
he
you
would
that.
clean up the body if he wanted rid of it. That would make sense.
That is true. Can ghosts touch their own body? Is that like a rule? Like they can't do that? How
I've
do
never
ghosts
heard of
work? Dunlum.
How do ghosts work?
How do ghosts work?
You should ask Virgil.
Well, you see, ghosts are all ethereal-like, means that they can't touch stuff.
He
They
cleaned the
can
house though.
Touch stuff. Yeah. I'm stumped.
Okay.
I could maybe speak to that dead later.
I don't
Okay.
know anything about ghosts. I just know how to make. So
And
are
how
we
to steal their
speaking of, are we meeting the neighbors now or what?
Hmm.
I trust you all.
Ah,
I'm off to a
I
mason.
want to give them housewarming gifts.
Oh god.
Guess what they're gonna be?
Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
you guys have fun with that.
Maybe we should put that off until after the assault. Less tension in the
What?
town.
We're
Uh,
not assaulting the neighbors.
No. After we become heroes and everyone loves us.
Let's not hurry
That's
into
what he
anything,
meant.
Gunk. Let's not hurry into anything.
I mean, we are gonna be heroes and everyone's gonna love us. It's fine.
Lena, can we push all of this mushroom stuff off until after the game? If we can just push it off long enough, we'll be done with the game. And then
We'll never have to deal with the mushrooms.
we don't have to deal with the repercussions of everyone hating us because of mushrooms.
I think we should at least meet our next door neighbors and give them mushrooms.
I think you and Virgil should do that.
Yeah, absolutely. You two are the most charismatic people I know. You'll do so well.
I was
I
gonna
have
say,
a high
You'll do great.
charisma.
And I throw my
I'm a
head back.
paladin.
Ocean legitimately is the most charismatic member of the party. I am not.
That-wise, yeah. Not so much the way she talks.
Bitches love mushrooms, Gunk.
And being called bitches. Goes great. Look,
True.
most of the people in this town seem at least quasi-horrified by my existence, so I don't really know if I'm the best choice to accompany her. I will at least stop any attempts to assault her, not that she really needs any help from these people, but, I can just sort of pick them up, trot them over the cliff, and chuck them. But again, I might say we could wait until later. Heroes.
Waiting sounds good. We'll wait for our parade. We'll wait for them to come to us, after our big hero parade. That we're definitely gonna get being big heroes.
You're saying that if we wait for the hero parade, I can give everyone in town mushrooms?
Absolutely. You can shower mushrooms from your parade float for all
Virgil's
for all
gonna
you
look
want.
like he's stopping to consider something. Remember previously we had discussed that one of the things you could do with a lot of money would be to hold sort of a mushroom festival? Virgil's gonna point to just that way where there's just a big open field. We could set the festival up right over there. Just
Okay,
amusements.
always.
We could have games like the monster one. Remember? The freaky monster
I didn't
carnival we
play
went
any of
to.
the games.
The games
What?
were a lot of fun.
Why do I
Got
feel like
Snake.
we just created the final boss? I feel like that just happened
It
right
was
now.
Is the
inside us
final
all
boss
along.
Spora at the Mushroom Carnival?
Yeah.
Yeah. We just try to set up the next arc so we don't have to
Gotcha.
end when we
Yeah.
finish this one.
Remember how I made some of you watch the Cookie Carnival, the Philly Symphony?
Yes.
That's what the final games are going to be like. It's
Oh,
going to be songs and
interesting.
Fun.
it's going to be horrifying in 1930s.
Okay.
So far I have Baz is going to find a mason, Virgil's going to the inns, and you guys are not going to meet the neighbors yet.
I guess.
Anything you want to do. You can also just fucking relax in your house. You don't have to.
I was gonna say.
Like,
I was gonna say, after settling in, Dunlop would settle down on the bed that he barely uses and starts reading his Nunchuck book.
and Ocean's gonna settle down next to the dead body in the cellar and start reading her pastry book.
Oh, right. You got your patisserie book.
So
Sounds gonna
very
put on-
similar.
Yep, exactly the same. Gunt's gonna put on big rubber gloves and start cooking for everyone. It's like a
Oh.
big meal feast.
I like that you have rubber gloves for
Mhm.
handling everybody's food.
Yep. And a hair net, even though he doesn't have any hair.
Virgil's gonna sort of
Yeah.
in the process of going through town before going to getting his stuff, sort of redirect through the alleys at some point, and then hat of disguise into the sort of thinner, younger centaur that has introduced others to by the name of Aster.
Right.
And kind of actually sneak around to the back of the inn, which is where he had taken the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then up the wall and in. And then just sort of like very noisily, like sort of move some stuff around, come down, some food or something, or like a drink. And then sort of continue muttering. Just have to find a house. Why would in the house? And then sort of wander out back into alleys, and then switch back into Virgil,
Okay.
and then actually go get his stuff.
Sus.
Virgil is actually split personality and is searching for himself.
Are we all searching for ourselves?
Yeah.
Theme.
Real. Andy, Baz, you
Yes.
go into town searching
Yes.
for a mason, and
Find the child. No, sorry.
you can search for the child
No,
again if you'd like.
I'm done for
You
now.
weirdo. Words.
Linguist.
Give me
What's going on here?
give me a perception check, I guess, to see how long it
Okay.
takes you to wander around.
Can he run into Virgil again?
7.
Okay.
Oh, Aster, did you find that child?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say you actually do run into Aster.
Oh, great.
As you like turn a corner and like see Aster, you're like, oh, did you see that child? You're just gonna see Aster. That's where this town was. No. In point of fact, didn't. It's been
No.
only a few days. Found several children, none of whom seemed to be obscenely wealthy, but happy to continue looking, assuming nothing you're going to do to this child gets me arrested. Same as before.
No, I just want my emeralds back. Excellent. Have you come across Virgil yet in town?
No, just heard some news around the
Oh, sure.
good tidings that you all have been given some rewards.
Oh, well, you should come to dinner.
Ah, yes. Where's your new house?
Sprinkle Cup Lane.
Sprinkle
Excellent.
Shell.
I don't think that's the name
I
of it.
will look for
Sprinkle
Sprinkle
Lane.
Cup Lane.
Oh, shit. Well, Baz forgot. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, when you move into a new house, do you really remember the address? People ask you.
I straight up gave somebody the incorrect numbers to my
Yeah.
for them to send a Christmas card to, and I was like, I don't know what those numbers were, but they weren't correct.
Mm-hmm.
And this Aster
Although-
was sort of like, seeing you.
Excellent. Andy really wants Aster and Virgil to do a Mrs. Doubtfire scene at dinner
Yes!
at her house.
Oh,
But, you know, whatever.
Make sure you have whipped cream available.
Yeah, lots of whipped cream. Okay. And and then I'll keep looking for the masons, stone workers,
My brain was like, oh, are you talking to me now?
whoever.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that you wander around the streets for a while. Like you're kind of you
There's
somehow like
3 streets.
shh. You somehow double back, you get a
Oh,
little
man.
bit lost, you're like, wait a second, been here before.
Okay, now he needs to meet Virgil. Schlepping like his bags from the thing, because Virgil was also going to remember that he wanted to go find a contractor to put in an archway.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say after wandering around, you run in.
How's it going?
Excellent. Oh, fine. I'm trying to find the damn stonemasons. I can't. This is
Can I
not
do
a big.
perception check to look for contractors. say I'm not good at perception, so 11.
You can. What do you guys split off? Or
I
you-
would probably just be wandering
Yeah.
more or less near Baz, but
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye. You
I
like
guess.
I
four
think
paces behind
he's
me.
walking with you.
no, that's what I
Okay.
meant. I would be like
Oh, okay.
staying near you, but like I wouldn't just be following you. I might be like I'm looking for a contractor. There might be a stonemason near that, and if I have any sense of which way to go, I might start trying to guide towards at least the contractor.
Yeah. So I'd say you wander around a bit more. You can have a conversation while you wander.
Hello.
Not for perhaps the same concerned reasons, but why do you want a mason?
Oh, I was wondering. Dunlum is having trouble reconnecting with his god. I thought maybe I could find a little altar and make a little space in the garden overlooking the sea. I believe it's the god of the sea, or sailing, or something like that. The god of wanderers, maybe something like that.
I cannot say for certain, not being a religious man myself, but that seems
Yes.
like the level of detail you might want before you produce statuary.
Oh. Well, I brought this tome that I found, this children's book on his god, so I'm sure it has answers in it.
Oh, good. It's going to be sort of chibi stone sculpture.
Well, the artwork is a little simple, yes.
That would be amazing.
SD God.
Andy doesn't recall the name of the god, but Baz certainly does.
Propane.
Propane.
And propane accessories.
Was it croquet? Something like that? Croquet?
I believe.
Procane. Okay.
I think it's a
It's
C.
like Procan?
Are you actually asking, or are you?
Yeah.
Joel's
That's
your
a
god.
Yes, Procan.
Okay, I
There
couldn't
we
remember
go.
if it was
Croquet.
A-I-N
Cane or
or
can.
A-N.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say you wander for, and you find what appears to be like on the edge of town, the faraway edge from you.
Oh, this is taking forever.
What appears to be a contractor and a mason kind of shop next to each other. Like it's like the construction area of town,
Oh.
you know.
Our paths are aligned. Say, have you met Astor yet? Centaur in town. Handsome fellow.
No, can't say that I have.
Oh. I invited him to dinner. So, I'll invite any centaur I see to dinner. I think that'll be nice.
You see Virgil, like, reach into his bag and a piece of paper? Yes, that's fine.
Excellent. One day I wish you would tell me what's on that paper that you keep looking at.
Sure I will, as soon as I don't think you're a great threat to kill.
Oh, I'm not going to kill anyone. May shrink him.
Hold on, kill anyone? We are about to assault a Sahuagin stronghold.
True, I'm about to kill many people, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, I need you on point with the killing of people.
indeed, yes, I've gotten a lot better about killing, I think, since I've met you. That's interesting. I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh, well,
It's a living.
it is a living. But yes, anyway, so I'm heading to the Mason to find a little altar, perhaps, for Croquet.
It's very...
Okay.
That's very
Croquet.
kind.
So you can just tell me what you would like, both of you,
Excellent.
and I'll tell you a cost that I come up with out of my ass, and I don't need to
Lovely.
come up with 2 new shopkeeper characters for the love of God. I gave you Jeffrey today. That's enough.
I
That's
think
plenty.
I think in terms of like with construction work, with the the staircases already having sort of the slide and the width and reinforcement to support Virgil. He's just looking for someone who can handle taking down the wall, putting in an archway in its place so that he sort of has 2 rooms that are easily connected and movable through. Maybe curtains to go over it so that one can be a sitting room.
Yeah. He's gonna quote you an amount.
4 billion gold pieces.
4 billion gold pieces. He quotes you for like labor and time, and those are the same thing, but you know what I mean. He quotes you originally 400 gold.
Originally. Virgil, I think there's some wiggle room here.
I am confused by original.
Sorry. I mean, that's the number he quotes you. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I was like,
as in, like, it's not like it will be exactly 400. You can
yeah.
take that or leave it or whatever, but yes.
I'll put in a deposit of like half and then rest on completion.
Okay.
I think you could have haggled. Oh well.
Yeah, but I also bought an Aeon stone for like a cheeseburger and like 200 gold. So I just enjoy the fact that like the Aeon stone was, I don't think, as expensive as this, and that this, like, putting in an archway in a house is apparently enough to like support a middle class family for a year.
Rachel doesn't understand the economy in this.
It's great.
So
They're very good at what they do. And they're the only ones in town, evidently. So they can charge what they want. I just invented capital.
And what would you describe what you would like, Auntie?
So I would like kind of an altar made of stone. At the very top, the symbol of Crocaine, and sort of underneath, if I get from the children's book that's not offensive, a small visage of the god or the deity themselves.
A children's book that's not offensive?
Well, it might be offensive.
I'm curious as to what the fuck that means. What kind of children's books do you read?
He's trying to avoid my joke of like chibi art of like baby's first, devotional
so
to
it's
Prokin.
Like respectful of the god.
Right. If it's like the Christian story of you shouldn't make visages of God.
Not like a children's book with like a guy with 3 dicks hanging out.
Or
not that kind of
I guess not that. Yeah, more religiously offensive. Yeah.
Everyone knows Propane has 3 digs.
Everybody knows Stanley 3
Little
Dicks,
known
the
fact.
famous children's book written in Celestial.
Makes perfect sense.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah.
I think 2 is the max.
Somebody, I expect to see fan art of children's book Stanley 3 Dicks. Next.
Don't ask our community.
Oh.
Sam's probably already on it. God damn it, Sam.
The same thing.
Sam, I need a children's book called Stanley 3 Dicks, please. Thank you. Respectful. It's a respectful children's book. And I'm gonna say that is, he's gonna look at you and your picture, give you some weird looks, just a little like, and that's also going to be 400 gold.
Steep, but I believe since you're carving it out of marble, that's a fair price. I will pay that all up front. Well,
so
no,
guys...
fuck it. I'll do half and half as well. Because Rachel enjoys to mess with Baz.
What? Never. So, you will have those things did sometime with. is
Cool.
the time frame that they give you. Yeah. And does everybody make it home to delicious meal cooked by Gunk?
Unpoisoned, guaranteed.
Oh, Gunk, there might be one more coming. A large
Oh, good.
centaur
There's plenty
With-
here.
who smelled rough, but, you know,
Smelled? You sniffed him?
I was talking to him 6 feet away, and yes, that allowed me to sniff him. Because it was
And he
pungent.
smelled how exactly again?
Yeah, well,
You're just
you
gonna
know
see
when
Virgil sort of looking at Baz. That's very rude.
Oh, he's not here. I would never say it to his face. He smelled a bit like a wet dog that sort of peed on old cheese.
Like Virgil. Do all centaurs?
I mean,
smell
a
like
little. I wouldn't say that because Virgil's here. I'm
It's like,
talking
this
about.
isn't canon.
I'm talking about Ashtar, who is not here, and who smelled funny.
Right, okay. Gunk is big wink. Got it. Yep.
Okay. Well, so they might be coming to dinner too. So just so you know.
They don't come to dinner.
Huh.
You got stood up, Baz? Too bad.
That's okay. I have friends here.
You're wondering if perhaps they tried to find you on Shell Cup Lane
On
or
Shell Cup
Sprinkle
Lane?
Cup Lane.
Sprinkle Cup Lane. That's where we live, right? Sprinkle Cup? Is it?
Sprinkle cups on the other side.
Oh, no. I should have told him an address too, right? Not just a street.
Wait, you didn't tell them the
Oh.
house number? Just
No,
so they're
no, I
probably
didn't.
just wandering up and down a street.
Yes, I said it was near the ocean. Did that help?
This is a
Well,
coastal town.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Saltmarsh
suppose.
is all near the
There-
ocean,
yeah,
really.
Of course,
I think
yes.
we're on a peninsula or something.
Right. Oh, well. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
So you have a lovely dinner. You go to bed, unless you all wanted to do something before bed. But you know, for those of you that were reading, I'd say you could mark about 4 hours of your reading. Yeah. And does anybody want to do anything before we fast forward time to the town council tomorrow? It's tomorrow.
Diddle-a-did.
So I'm gonna be fairly straightforward with like just the kind of the plan and the resources and the stuff that they've planned out.
Fair.
And then we can wrap up, and then next time will be the assault.
Ooh. Can't wait to level up before this assault. Sounds kind of dangerous.
Yeah, that's totally a thing that's gonna happen. What level are you again?
7.
7.
Alas.
I could be a nice DM and let you level up to 8 because technically the next like adventure is a level 9 one.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll be nice to Rachel tonight.
God damn it,
That
Matt.
ship's already fucking sailed. Oh
Starting
god, I'm
now.
really afraid to check what Matt just posted.
Don't do it.
Don't.
Don't.
Looks like he's got jingle bells hanging from the edge.
Matt just
Oh,
made Stanley 3 dicks.
jingle bell,
Yeah.
jingle bell crutch.
I'm not sure Matt's seen a dick before. Which is interesting.
Is that what yours looks like, Matt?
That's a
Yeah.
good Catholic boy.
See a doctor, man.
He's a good Catholic boy with jingle bells.
Oh
So
god,
the
let's
sense
move on.
moderation action being taken in the Discord for the first time in a
Anyway.
long time.
Sorry. So they lay out the plan for you. The plan is it okay if I just read this part?
Go for it.
Sure.
Sorry. Rachel's feeling tired and strained and is just going to read these things.
Do one word as foppish, and then one word as the chairwoman, and then another as Jeffrey, and then back
Fuse.
Actually, a lot of Jeffrey could be nice.
to... Jeffrey's my favorite.
Look, Matt's trying to help people join the Discord. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. The plan.
Let's erase it before people get in. Oh God.
Well, if only it were
You
easier to.
can't- No. You can't censor art. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Matt's art. He has a right to post that.
Oh God.
Okay. The plan.
The plan.
The Allied forces have devised a simple but effective plan. They begin with an attack by Saltmarsh's militia against the entrance. Once the Sahuagin commit the troops to the defense of the gate, the aquatic faction attack the entrance. So basically, they will send people into the top where Baz and Gunk went, try and draw troops there, and then they will send where.
You're sorry. You're cutting out a little.
Yeah.
Cut out for an
Why?
important
Unlike
part
the
of
most
that.
important part. Yeah.
But I have
And then
my
they
thing
will.
set to all the things that's not supposed to cut out. Why do you hate me? Why? They will send troops to the part where Baz and Gunk went into, the upper part.
Yeah.
Draw Sahuagin troops up there, and then they will send their aquatic force in. Why are you doing this?
It was just the word forces
was
that time. It was
Aquatic
our
It's just
forces.
Aquatic.
We knew what you
Aquatic.
said. It's
Yeah.
fine.
The same
Aquatic
moments. I love
forces
it.
to the lower water part that the other
Yeah.
group saw.
Yep.
I lowered my input, whatever the thing is, on my microphone because I might have
Sure.
accidentally put it too high. So,
Maybe that's it
how is that? Is this okay?
for now.
Let me know if it fucks up again because I'm not watching my shit. The humans will then keep the Sahuagin busy on level 1 while their allies lower level eventually defenders. Sure, that's the plan. Did it cut out again? Just God hate me.
when you go to the plan.
Other word.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We were
Attack
just
the
getting, like,
entrance, draw him up there.
Fed, thrown. But I'm like, I can
Yeah.
almost know what the shape of this plan is, but it's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go there or absolutely not go there.
Noise reduction. Why? I'm right here. Please. Please. Hear me.
Make it. Maybe that'll help.
What is this?
Fully
Lord.
swallow the microphone while you're talking and see if that helps.
No.
Yeah, put it in your mouth like I do. It's perfect.
I think we just violated Twitch terms of service. I'm like 90% sure.
Fuck me. I don't know why. I've turned on everything but echo cancellation. Wait, Sam messaged me.
Echolocation?
Yes, echolocation.
That's what it sounded like. You got
Set
out.
your input. I almost flipped off the microphone. Fuck you. Set your input sensitivity down to.
It's just gone now.
You're gone.
Yep.
You just
You're
gone.
gone.
I like
What is
this.
your input sensitivity set to?
I
Currently.
automatically detected.
Turn that
Oh,
off
yeah,
and
that
just
can-
Set it all the way
low.
down. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
do
I
that.
set it to -70. Is it better now? I mean, who the fuck
Yeah.
knows?
So far.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
So
assume
far,
so.
yeah.
This
Discord
has
can
never happened before.
can-
Why are you doing this?
I like
Thank
that
you
you
for the
cursed this by
help,
saying,
Sam.
I'm just going to do this part straightforward and then we'll get back into whatever you want to do next time. And I'm like, all right, if we comply with this, you're going to get screwed by something else.
That was a challenge to the internet.
Oh my god, Jesus.
The indie gods are not happy with you.
Okay, so let me know if it happens again.
It won't happen until you start describing the plan.
The humans will then
Yeah.
keep the Sahuagin busy on level 1 while their allies sweep the lower levels. Yeah?
It
So far,
seems good so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your role is to serve as a strike force, disrupting the Sahuagin defenses and slaying as many foes as possible before the main force engages the enemy.
Okay.
It says a cunning party should have the chance to take out numerous defenders and open the gate in Area 1 and slay leaders and do all these other things without ever raising an alert. But let's see if you're cunning.
So we're
Yeah,
the
we can
first
totally
ones
do
in.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a daunting task, but the party has their allies' full confidence. They give you 1 potion of invisibility
Ooh.
and 1 potion of gaseous form for each member.
Oh.
All of
Oh.
you get a potion of invisibility and a potion of gaseous form.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Are we gonna level up? Level 8's a big one.
And that's all you get for right now for information. So that's your plan.
Cool.
You're going to go tomorrow morning.
All right.
And when we play again, you will be level 8.
All right. Well, with that,
We got through it.
thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. I enjoy that we managed to make the most straightforward part of this the least straightforward. I feel we've done well here. We have really met our helpful goat mandate. With tech doing something weird and nothing ever being straightforward in this campaign. But thank you so much for joining us, everybody. As I said, rest of this week, Thursday we'll probably have Spire starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Saturday or 3 p.m. Eastern, we will have session 2 of Monster of the Week. The first session is up on YouTube, so you can check that out, get caught up in time to check out the live stream. And then next week we will have Cheer a Simple Job as we continue playing a new Blades in the Dark campaign in a new era of more Spire. And then on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Goats and Dragons, the Fate Win. From all of us here at Helpful Gaming, thank you so much, everybody who tuned in. Thank you so much, Rachel, for jamming. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing. Had a great time. Hope everybody watching did too. As always, stay safe, be well, take care of yourselves and of each other.
Bye.
Night, everyone.
Bye.
Honk.
There it came through.
Honk your way to bed.
There once was a ship that sailed the coast, and the name of that ship was the Sea Ghost. The winds blew harder, bow dipped down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Rah! Soon gangs of Sanderley come with burritos and swords and rum. One day when the smuggling is done, he take his leave and go. Rah!
He'd not been 2 days on land when on came in an adventurous band. He tried to hide in contraband, but took his final blow.
Soon the menagerie come, a horse turtle of owl and grum. One day when the shopping is done, they take their leave and go.
The council bid them set to sail, following on some lizard's trail, with wispy brows and bikini plate mail, in search of lost cargo.
Soon the menagerie come, to find out where them lizards are from. One day when the talking is done, they'll take their leave and go. Soon may the black hole come, the greening rockies and shrooms and scum. One day when the sail